episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
I'm Chris.
And on today's episode, we're taking a look at the season premiere episode of Death Battle, which pits the Dark Knight versus the African Dark Knight. The Wakandan Dark Knight with Black Panther versus Batman.
Yes.
Now, let's see. This is a tough one.
Because they're both really good.
Both are technologically capable and sound. Both have their own degrees of smarts. Mm-hmm. Both are essentially fighting the night, more or less.
Yeah.
Except for like Justice League and Avengers, but and both of them kind of have like their own. Well, Batman probably has more tragic backstory than Black Panther does.
Yeah.
But you know,
they both have a variety of suits because as you can tell in Black Panther, it's like he does have different types of suits for different occasions. For they're out for the suits they wear. So, but what one has more stronger suit than the actual, than the other, since one of them is their suit's made out of the vibranium. So, goddamn, I would hate to say it myself. I have to stick to my Batman because he's my man. Pretty much, he's my guy. Always been my go-to guy.
I'm gonna just
stay neutral until halfway through.
No, I'm just gonna stay neutral. Period. My luck with Death Battle bets are like bad, like just bad. Like,
well, it doesn't matter. Just.
I don't want to just go for Marvel just because you're going for DC's kind of thing.
But
so
still, just put
what I will at least do is let you know midway.
Okay,
I'll let you know midway.
So let's dive right into this and take a look. Because Black Panther, by the time this video comes out, Black Panther, the film was already coming out. Yeah. So it's a great time for this to come out anyway. So let's just dive right into this for the Black Panther versus Batman, Marvel versus DC, Death Battle. So let it begin.
Yeah, new music too.
Predators. These fearsome beasts strike fear into the hearts of many.
Well, sometimes they strike in awe, but yeah, mostly fear.
And these two superheroes embody the fear of specific predators to an extreme.
Batman, the genius crime fighter from DC Comics.
And Black Panther, Marvel's royal warrior scientist.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh, they're not going to show it, okay. You just show preview of it.
Before he was the Black Panther, before he was a king, T'Challa was born the Prince of Wakanda.
Waka, where now?
Wakanda is an isolated fictional nation hidden somewhere in Africa. But while Wakanda itself is shrouded in secrecy, T'Challa was anything but isolated.
He's been pretty much everywhere, but especially anywhere with a good university.
After earning numerous degrees from Harvard, Oxford, Berkeley, and MIT, T'Challa came home. His father, Wakanda's king and then current Black Panther, had been assassinated, and a new ruler needed to be named.
But to claim the throne, he'd have to claw his way through the rite of passage.
This would be a test of fortitude, designed to stress T'Challa's bravery, fearlessness, and combat prowess.
Also known as beating the crap out of 6 super deadly fighters. But hey, T'Challa wasn't just a nerdy brainiac, he could fight too, and he passed with flying colors.
Earning the throne and the blessings of Wakanda's guardian deity, Bast, the Panther God.
But he
That's what we're probably seeing in the trailer preview.
So he went through the ritual of the heart-shaped herb.
This herb connected T'Challa to the Panther God, and that link bestowed him numerous superhuman abilities.
Who knew getting high could turn you into a
That tree probably linked to the Soul
T'Challa's
Stone.
powers included superhuman speed, strength, healing, and agility. His senses also dramatically increased in acuity. Not only can he see in the dark, but his superior vision can even make out infrared and ultraviolet light.
So, like the powers of a cat?
Yes and no. While cats do have exceptional eyesight, they cannot see infrared or UV light, though it is a common misconception that they can.
Well, just like a cat, he can always land on his feet thanks to his other super senses.
Specifically, his vastly improved kinesthetic sense.
Which is, definitely a sense for something.
Kinesthetic senses make up a person's awareness of their own movement, like muscle memory, but in a broader scope.
Oh, like how we can walk up steps without looking at them.
Yes.
Or when I shoot my shotgun with my eyes closed.
No.
So Black Panther's super sense lets him move and act without having to think about it too much. He can jump across tree branches and ledges without even looking. Hey Wiz, how do I become king of Wakanda? Those powers sound cool as hell.
I don't know, Boomstick. Everyone knows you're terrible at keeping secrets, and Wakanda houses one of the biggest secrets in comic book history.
Vibranium.
You talking about how Black Panther married Storm from the X-Men?
I'm talking about Wakanda's
Besides
enormous reserves of vibranium.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff Captain America's indestructible shield is made of.
That's right. 10,000 years ago, a large meteorite of vibranium crashed in Wakanda.
And they hoarded it all to themselves. And I don't blame them.
Vibranium is an extremely durable metal which can absorb audio and kinetic
Oh, that's
energy.
after she find out
A
she was
single
flirting with
gram
Ariel.
sells
Yeah.
for $10,000 US. And Wakanda's vibranium mound is estimated to be 10,000 tons. That's over $9 billion.
They're rich. Super rich.
Yeah, they're
With
just
all that
flat.
wealth, Wakanda became a techno marvel decades ahead of the rest of the world.
Yeah.
They were exploring outer space years before the US and Russia even tried.
So why is this important? Well, as King of Wakanda, T'Challa has unlimited access to all of his country's resources.
That suit of his doesn't just look cool, it's made of vibranium.
The Panther habit is coated in a vibranium microwave mesh. This doesn't just block incoming attacks, it can literally rob them of their momentum. For example, bullets don't bounce off, they stop dead and fall straight down. Their kinetic energy absorbed into the suit.
Wow.
Even the shells from a helicopter-mounted minigun can't even phase him.
He carries energy daggers, a shield of hardened light, a teleportation device, and claws.
Which are made of a special Antarctic version of vibranium called antimetal. Guess why it's called that? Because it can melt other metals. Like
Oh,
this
shit.
show.
That was
the
Misty
vibranium
Knight
wave
show.
does have
Yeah.
a limit to how much energy it can absorb all at once. If it takes in too much, it could wind up expelling said energy in a, well, destructive fashion.
Oh, God!
Whoa,
but don't
too
worry,
much.
he's fine, somehow.
Under T'Challa's leadership, Wakanda has warded off many would-be invaders. Even with Dr. Doom, Namor, and Ulysses Claw charging in, Wakanda was never truly conquered.
They even stopped an alien invasion, and hey, nobody's ever ready for one of those.
In addition, T'Challa has studied every major martial art, of which there are about 160. He's considered one of the finest hand-to-hand fighters in the world.
Damn.
He's beat the shit out of Captain America, Iron Man, and Daredevil. Hell, he once knocked out Karnak, who's also one of the world's finest martial artists, with just one hit.
Karnak, that's
He
the
is
Inhuman who
incredibly
can
strong
find your
and can
weakness.
jump
Yeah,
well
find your
over 30
weakest
feet.
point.
He can even throw spears through stone walls.
Typically, for construction like this, a substantially hard stone would be used, such as granite. With this in mind, T'Challa must have thrown the spear hard enough to hit the wall with a force of over 20,000 pounds per square inch.
Yeah, and the guy is literally strong enough to punch your jaw off.
Oh!
Outrun traffic and is said to be faster than a panther,
That's smart
which
Iron
can
Man.
run around 50 miles per hour. He's quick enough to pull a fast one on Wolverine.
Whoa, hold on. Did he just take out 5 X-Men by throwing another X-Man at him?
Yes, he did. However, under that amazing suit, he is still human. Even with the Panther God's power, he's still prone to failure. This has even caused him to relinquish those powers in the past. And like
The
with
Shuri.
kinetic energy, the
Yeah.
suit can only take so many intensely focused sound blasts before overloading.
Still, the Black Panther is badass. He's got the tech, the skills, and the country to prove it.
Claw, do you have any children?
No.
Good, because I would have to kill them too.
Damn!
Damn, I remember that series too.
Throughout the underworld,
Yeah.
one name strikes fear into the hearts of even the most hardened of criminals.
Pizza Hut.
The goddamn Batman!
Batman,
You
yes!
know who he is? The billionaire Bruce Wayne, and it ain't his first battle to the death.
Pretty much, though don't mistake his intentions. Vengeance may
He lost to Spider-Man,
but in
one against
truth,
Cap,
Batman fights
so
crime in an attempt
he's
to
1-1.
save others from suffering the same kind of tragedy he experienced as a child.
How noble. And ironic, considering he was taught to be a badass by a group called the League of Assassins.
Well, he dresses like a bat, sleeps with a cat burglar, and constantly brings children into battle. So he's clearly got a few complicated issues.
But let's see what
Yep.
he can really do. Bats is really, really smart and considered one of the
I like
best
that scene.
tacticians on Earth. No wonder he's always welcome at the Justice League, even though he doesn't have any superpowers at all.
Wait,
You're not just some guy in a bat costume, are you?
Sure, he's intelligent, but he's also incredibly deadly.
He was trained to be a ninja who's a master of infiltration and silent takedown, so sounds about right.
Bruce has studied every martial art known to man. After perfecting full body control at the age of 18, he was able to quickly learn and master at least 127 of them, including
Jesus
Taekwondo,
Christ.
Muay Thai.
I didn't know
judo,
how many
and boxing.
similarities they had
Not every day
with
you
Black
can find
Panther.
someone who can literally take you down in 127
What is
different
that
ways.
from?
He's also
I'm trying to
touted as the
remember.
world's greatest detective.
Oh, that one!
He's
We
like
got the fast
Sherlock
one.
Holmes on steroids. He once figured out that an opponent didn't have a tongue just by the way their jaw bounced off his knuckles. There's being a detective, and then there's being Batman.
And all that before his
Christopher's got to remember that line,
total
put it on a shirt.
filled to the brim with all sorts of useful gadgets and gizmos.
A lot of
Plenty.
which are thanks to his family business, Wayne Enterprises. From steel mills to airlines to record labels, this company does it all. And that means Batman has
Even
it all
partly
too.
owns Daily Planet.
According
so.
to Forbes, Wayne's net worth thanks to his company adds up to $9.2 billion US.
With that much cash, he can afford any kind of weapon he wants. Grappling hooks, smoke pellets, cryo and thermite grenades,
Buying
and
a
of
bank.
course, the batarangs.
Originally designed as a boomerang weapon, Wayne eventually molded his batarangs into custom shurikens, some of which are outfitted with electric shocks, flash bulbs, and explosives.
Feels like they've gone over this
And last but not least,
consistently.
don't forget his bat suit. It can resist fire,
Yeah, but they're going over
electricity,
everything
and
compared to
blazing
the,
attacks,
you know, to
and
the
it's
other
almost
person,
totally
especially with the
bulletproof
suits.
thanks to a Kevlar vest sewn into it.
Plus, his cowl sports night infrared and UV vision.
But Bats is more than just a tech wizard. This guy bench presses 1,000 pounds in his everyday workout. 1,000 pounds! And I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
this guy didn't have any superpowers.
He doesn't. The current bench press world record is actually slightly higher at 1,075 pounds, solidly placing Wayne at peak human levels. This idea generally applies to him in pretty much every area, physically and mentally. He's strong enough to break through walls, rip apart car parts, and pull out prison bars. He's quick enough to avoid gunfire and even Darkseid's nearly unavoidable Omega beams.
Oh, yeah.
In his strongest suits, he's even tough enough to take a hit from Superman.
Yeah, if Brucey ever enters the Olympics, everyone else might as well rage quit. Same difference, really.
That's not to say he's invincible.
True. Whenever the Justice League gets in a fight with some big bads, he usually has to keep his distance.
He's also somewhat mentally unstable and prone to lashing out.
Gee, I wonder why.
He knows this. It's one of the main
That's
reasons
one of my
why he
favorite scenes.
refuses to carry
He
firearms.
just the same.
That's a bummer. Those are my favorite types of arms. Maybe they'll help him next time Bane tries to break his back.
But of all his traits, Bruce Wayne's strongest attribute is his sheer unstoppable tenacity. Even after being drugged by the Joker after days without sleep, put in a straitjacket, locked in a coffin, and buried alive 6 feet underground, he refused to die.
It takes a lot to take down the Batman.
What the hell are you?
Wait for
Wait
it.
for it.
Then the guy goes, nice
All right, the lights are set. Let's end this debate.
First commercial.
But first, all this talk.
I don't know. They both
It's difficult, honestly. I'm still going for my for Batman, but it's like it's
like
still
the
difficult.
only advantage Black Panther has is he's not as mentally unstable as Batman.
Yeah, that's true.
They pretty much both have worked most of the other like technology, being filthy rich, being just absolutely demons when it comes to kicking ass.
They're like freaking. They are just badasses.
Now you see why I didn't want to choose a.
Like I said, I'm still rooting for Batman,
I'll
but
go
we'll
Black
see.
Panther. I mean, the only difference was Batman's just more mentally unstable than Black Panther is.
That's all it is.
Like, as honestly, I can see Batman taking advantage of the sound thing and using his bat tuners arm a lot.
Battle viewers to $30 off your first order if you visit
This is gonna suck for
both
both of us.
Get your $30 off.
It's gonna suck for you, because then oh, it's gonna suck for me, because then I gotta hear
Better way to
you.
cook.
That line though about the detective. You gotta find that line, save it, and put a
There we go.
get a t-shirt out of it. Ooh, classic. That will do. Welcome to the zoo. Okay, just hanging around the zoo for some reason.
I know, right?
challenge a king is to face the might of his people.
I'll give them something to fear.
They use clips from Kevin Conroy and I think Phil Lamar, who still has the voice of Black Panther. Yeah, this is not going to be turned by fisticuffs. No. They literally learned all the martial art moves that are possible. Like, the one Batman hasn't learned is the one from Krypton's martial arts. I'm surprised he had martial arts. So recording while he's dead. What was that first one? Eat sheep, eat sleep or something? Gift shop. It's a gift shop. Yeah, combat-wise, they're pretty even. Like, fisticuff gadgets. Now it's come down to the gadgets. Oh!
Blue are lions.
Tigers and bears. Oh my.
Caught you!
It's like even like
They're still fighting each other, but
they want a fair fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still want a fair fight. They're both heroes, so
Yeah.
I mean. What you need to do is just fucking stand there.
Yeah.
Witness the power of a king.
Now they're just showing off.
Yeah.
Look, gentlemen, this isn't a dick measuring contest, this is a death battle.
Prepare yourselves.
I'm prepared for anything.
I gotta admit, they chose really good lines.
Yeah.
Yes.
Playtime is over.
Oh, he said,
He's always one step ahead.
well, he always tries to remain one step ahead.
Try again.
Try again.
Did you think you were safe?
That's cool. God damn.
The
Oh.
strong shall hunt the weak. That is the law of nature.
I win! Kristen wins! Yeah! I mean, Black Panther wins,
My
yeah.
rule is law.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a
Well,
new
Batman's
one.
1 and 2.
Black Panther and Batman were pretty evenly matched.
Yeah.
Both were super geniuses and expert combatants.
Well, BP
It's
was
just his
stronger and
strength.
faster thanks to that superhuman herb. It definitely helped, but alone was not enough to beat the Bat.
Oh, yeah.
Batman has won dozens of duels against people with similar or even better abilities.
As far as skills were concerned, neither held a distinct advantage.
No.
However, that was not the case when it came to their weapons and armor.
Long story short, that vibranium got Batman stumped. He just didn't have anything in that belt of his that could get around it.
We scoured the comics, movies, TV shows, and more to see if Batman had any possible way of countering the vibranium. While he's used hundreds of clever gadgets over the years, we were actually very surprised to find that he had no reliable method of getting around armor like that.
Take a look at Batman's fights with Bane.
I'm
He
pretty
doesn't
sure
have
there
armor,
are.
but he's physically superior to Bats, just like Black Panther is. And what does Batty always do to beat him? Aim for the weak spot. But guess what? Black Panther doesn't have a weak spot.
It's certainly believable that Wayne had the ability to develop a gun that could overload the Panther habit. But even if he could, he never would wield it in the first place thanks to his rejection of all firearms.
And while his suit can stop a few knives and bullets, it didn't stand a chance against Black Panther's
The
18
vibranium
claws.
claws.
In the end, Bruce just waned in comparison to T'Challa.
Oh, that was bad.
The winner is Black Panther.
Sorry I overdid it like that. It's just I never won one of these.
Hey guys,
It's all
thanks
right.
for watching the premiere of Season 5. Want to watch the
Season
commentary
5,
on this
see?
episode? Click that box right over there, start a first membership trial. And if you want the fight track, all you gotta do is click the link in the description below. Sounds pretty good.
Next
Next
time.
time.
Let's see what's next time.
Raven.
Raven.
Ooh.
Oh
And
god, it's a My Little Pony character.
versus
Twilight Sparkle. Oh, I see what they're doing. I believe both are voiced by Tara Strong.
They're both voiced by her.
But I won one!
That's cool. Awesome.
Awesome. Look, I'm sorry. I was not a fanboy. Like I don't even read the Black Panther comics, but Black Panther, as soon as he decapitated, no offense, as soon as he decapitated Black Panther, I was like, oh thank God, my selection was in the right camp.
No, but
wow, it's amazing though. Let's talk about that. It is amazing though how similar
they are in a way.
Like what it came down to, like they said, was your armor, your weapons and armor.
That's what, and like I said that too in the beginning, where I'm like they both have a lot of great variety of suits, but it's probably, you know, like I said, it was gonna probably come down to, you know, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, it's gonna probably come down to the armor because he has stronger armor than. Even I thought the same thing. That's why I'm like, I'm still rooting for Batman because I believe Batman was more of the underdog in this one because since, like I said, they were both evenly matched. It's just what it came down to, like you said, is the suits. That's all it was. It came down to the suits.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like I said though, this is similarities on him. It's just amazing that I don't know where that animation footage came from. Where he was.
I gotta look that up. I gotta find it.
And then that line too, the detective line. That was a good line. We may do Raven versus Twilight Sparkle.
We may possibly, but still
like,
check
we
it
watched
out. Check it out.
Why we did watch Teen Titans, but we never seen My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. So
but
like,
you never know.
I think the only reason doing it is because they both are voiced by Tara Strong, and they're both magical entities.
Yeah, so we'll probably be checking it out. So if we do, then we'll be having it up pretty much when it comes out. So.
I think your only problem was that you thought there should have been something to combat the vibranium.
I think in the universe, I think Batman would have found out
But since this was an instant battle, it wasn't like one of those.
That's what they said. They couldn't find any proof that he could build or create anything. I think he would have, in the right story, given the time, he would have. But at this time, at the exact moment, this made sense pretty much. So that's why I said I'm not upset or anything like that. I mean, Batman is right now 1 and 2, for Death Battle. I'm just hoping that he can bounce back and get back into kicking some ass, winning some good death battles. So
other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk some more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about death battles, hit the subscribe button down below, and if you're also mobile, hit that bell icon.
Again, just let us know what you guys thought of the death battle. If you disagreed with the death battle, pretty much, if you really wanted, like me, Batman to win, pretty much, but disagreed. Like to me, again, like I said, I don't really disagree. I disagree with how they came up with the concept of it, which I was like, makes sense. But if you disagree, you can probably comment down below. Let us know, why you disagree or anything like that. Also, pretty much, if just let us know what you guys' thoughts are overall on this fight. Pretty much, if you thought it was a fair fight or just, it was a pretty evenly matched one. So let us know in the comments below. Put down what you thought of our reactions overall. But most of all, thank you for watching.
So until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this is a very Dark Knight-filled episode of SRB.
See ya
later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Yeah, and if you want to see any more of our videos, check out the playlist links down below in the description.
And you can also check out our Twitter account pretty much down below at Super React Bros.